Welcome back to Anime Fight Club, everyone. My name is Grim. Today we're checking out Baki, Son of Ogre, Chapter 184, Volume 23. And these are polished and cleaned up scans from the Wolfang project, so big shout out to Ichiro Rei-chan. Chapter 184, The Hanma Brain. So here we have Baki in a CAT scan machine. I'm assuming if that's incorrect, leave a comment below. Don't yell at me. Okay, Baki, it's over. Thanks. That's it. We're done. I love that he's the Dark that keeps showing up for these warriors. He's just awesome. Maybe you think this is an unnecessary procedure, eh? But after having a brawl like that with a creature like that, this is a chance of a lifetime to research the results. This examination is crucial. Even more, if we let you or somebody like you walk away after such an encounter, this examination will be pointless afterwards. Even pro fighters have never put so much damage in their bodies as you have done. I have never seen something like this. I know your research is important, and I shouldn't keep on living this lifestyle of pushing my body to the limit, but because of an injustice that was done to me, I can't let go of. It's not a lifestyle that I can easily change. I have plans to document and research about that to the end too. So if you don't hear from me in a couple of days, that means there's nothing wrong with your systems, okay? Thanks, Dr. Kureha. So good, hopefully I'll remember his name. Kureha. So it looks like he's looking at brain scans. Something catches his attention. Picks up his phone. It's me. Come here now. What? On a date? Just dump her. If she doesn't want to go out with you later, there are 60,000 million women on this earth. This case happens once in a lifetime. Hangs up the phone. This must be who he called. Kure-chan. Mogi, come. Check this out. It's easy for you to say find another woman in millions, but I haven't had a date in the past 4 years. Now this better cure AIDS or make me win a Nobel Prize, because otherwise I might just Mogi. Look at his face. What in the world? Oh, are you kidding me? What the? Oh wow, so we got to talk about this. So Yujiro, the epitome of strength, of muscle, of fighting, savagery, techniques, all of that. His demon appears on his back because there's no one that can physically best Yujiro. However, looking at this brain scan of Baki's brain, his demon is also on his brain. Not only is it on his back, indicating how strong he is physically, but his brain has taken the shape of this demon. We've seen the effects of this demon brain while fighting Pickle. All those techniques that he used to best Pickle and come out on top while fighting someone that's immensely stronger than him. This is crazy to think that Baki's mind is considered a demon because, oh my goodness, just the imagery, the savage, this is the semblance. I love it. This is a joke, right? This is not real. Don't tell me this is a human brain, a full-fledged human brain. No jokes. The front lobe of an 18-year-old Japanese male. What's with this form? Those creases. It's like, why? Mogi Kieichiro, the top neurologist from Japan, world renowned. You that performed brain surgeries on unborn babies, you should know this better than anyone. Oh wow, what a feat. He's a serious master. To perform a brain surgery on an unborn baby, a brand new baby's brain is super small, but this one was still inside another person's body. Wow, explain me this. The brain is the only organ in the human body that can overtake complete control over the body. Sometimes it does things that the owner can't recall doing, blocking unpleasant memories, remembering hundreds of languages with ease, and performing complex math calculations without the owner having trained for it. But this, regardless of the creases, it cannot be compared to a normal human brain. It's true that the brain is constantly changing, but this is too demonic, to say the least. Mogi, just tell me, regardless of the brain creases, what exactly is this? Wow. Kure-chan, you know me, can only cut brain matter. Oh, I'm sorry, you know we can only cut brain matter. We don't really know anything about the brain itself. Who knows what it can do? What are the limits of the brain? Billions of functions at that. The brain is amazing after all. Is it a fruit of coincidence, a joke from the gods? Are we the brain, or the brain is controlling us? To be able to encounter this kind of miracle is... Aha, he's all out of breath. It's true then. To answer your question, Kure-chan, as a neurologist, I'm positive that the brain cells design their own form without a particular pattern. All brains are different. But this demon form? And your answer to this is, Kure-chan, someone said a long time ago, the soul is trapped in the brain. Without knowing the owner of this brain, on a wild guess, that his spirit would be like a demon itself, wouldn't it? Mogi, you're right. I still have no clue why it looks like a demon anyway. Scary thing this one is. Suddenly, that very same night in a park out inside the metropolitan area. Wow. The girl started screaming, jumping on the dudes that are with them. It had been reported the following morning in the newspapers that there was a huge outbreak of house rats. They came in great numbers. Oh wow, are they following Pickle? Well, no. Oh, these are rat feet. Okay, because I'm like, there's only 4. It looked weird for a second. Sorry. However, nobody knew that the real cause of the outbreak was passing through the place immediately. Nobody could tell that only a young man was causing a wave of absolute terror in front of him. So he's doing the same thing that Yujiro was doing when he was walking up the street. Chapter 185, the place where Pickle will go. Oh, wow, so we're still dealing with Pickle. I was definitely concerned and wondering what they were going to do with him when they were done seeing how strong he was. What should I do? How should we put him back? There's no need to prolong the issue any further. Return him to the way he was before. We can't do anything but this. This is the only way, because he is our object of curiosity, the curiosity of men of modern times. So you just gonna knock him back out and freeze him? Japan's Prime Minister Hatoyama Yukio. Just as we discussed before, this doesn't depend on him, but rather on the men of our era. I want to hear your opinions, everyone. In any case, it was us, the ones that disturbed him in his sleep. We can't turn a blind eye to the responsibilities that demands such action. That was Kim Song-young, political sciences consultant from the Korea-Japan Bureau. Before we all talk about bearing the responsibilities, we need to determine if Pickle is eligible to have human rights to begin with. Should we consider him as a human or not? Masamichi Yoda, president of an economic corporation in Japan. Rights or whatever, that man is our great-great-great-grandfather, you know, or even he could be your own ancestor, you know. The ancestors of all mankind. Beat Takayashi Kitano, film director and actor of Battle Royale, Zatoichi and Kikujiro. Goodness, these names are getting worse. Setouchi Jakucho, president of the Buddhist congregation. For being so old and wild, the man has a kind soul. Dr. Albert Payne, your opinion please. He does have a kind soul. That was the whole beautiful part about Pickle being so savage, was how kind he was as well. Him taking Jack to that top of that building, I don't know. But then again, I don't know if he took him up there just to store his food, like he was gonna come eat it later, or if he just wanted somebody to come help him. I don't know what that was. So the way he was before, it's easy to say, but the place where he was before, do you know where that was? He was discovered in a remote area of New Mexico, 1,000 feet underground. Should we put him back in the rock salt layer and bury him alive exactly in the place he was before? Since that solution is discarded already, how can Pickle live in the modern world? The problem that we have on our hands right now, we are passing it to future generations to deal with. Should we just sit down here and indulge in elegant words and arguments about what does it mean to be human, or can we consider this and that? I agree. Strike him. We can't just kill him or bury him. We have to take responsibility of where Pickle is right now. Gary Stridham, U.S. Special Forces Colonel. Mr. Stridham, I've come to know that you and other important figures took this national treasure and used him to perform acts of violence and human cockfighting, isn't it? I heard details about your activities in certain places like the Korakuen Stadium, that you forced him to engage in brawls against martial artists and grapplers. Is this true, Mr. Stridham? Yes, it is. I promised it to Pickle from the beginning. You promised it? Pickle doesn't know any languages. How can you promise to someone like that? It was not a promise made by words. Preposterous. You are not being serious. It happened in schools, at the office, in cafes and bars, at homes. We have to bury him back where he was, in the rock salt layer. Everyone around the world discussed the question, what should we do about Pickle? We have to live with him in the present. So let's talk about this. If you were in this situation, would you let Pickle continue to live and thrive in the present, or would you want to put him back to sleep where he was? I don't know. I would think I would try to figure out how to give him the choice. Because in all honesty, I feel like that's burying him alive if they decide to put him back. Him ending up in the ground in that salt rock was a natural phenomenon. It's something that just happened. But for you to put him back on your own, I feel like that's kind of unfair. France, Germany, the US, India, all the countries of the United Nations, and the whole world, they were firmly debating about the future of Pickle until someone had an idea. Put him back in the original rock salt layer. Live together with us in the present day. Oh, they voted, and the rock salt won. It looks like the UN managed a voting event where 1 billion people participated, and the results were submitted to the media. From a narrow victory margin of 1,000 votes, we have come to a decision. Mr. Payne, what do you know about this? What do you say about the decision? What do you think of the results? What measures should be taken? The only thing I will say is that this whole idea of the voting and the result are plain stupid. It makes no sense to bury a living creature back into the ground, but that's what the world decided. I can't help but step back and watch the events unfold in front of my eyes until the very end. For only 1,000 votes, humans can be such fools. This is such a tragedy for Pickle. How can we explain to him the stupidity of our own actions? So is this the metal slab, the table that he was sitting on or laying on, and what, he woke up angry and or confused and just destroyed it? Wow. So he either broke in or out of this vault, which is still crazy. It's almost Christmas and mankind has once again postponed the problem, and the beginning of the solution will be wrapped in a package sealed with a note, do not open until Christmas of the end of the world. That's funny. That's funny. Pickle. What is this? Pickle, what are you? Is he trying to? My first loyal friend from the first day, Stridham, this is my gift to you, my most coveted treasure. Thanks for fulfilling your promise. Someday we will meet again. So the narrator told us what Pickle was thinking, which is beautiful. He's so kind. And with these feelings, Pickle disappeared into the area of Tokyo, having the last laugh at the decisions of the modern world. So Pickle just left on his own. Super cool. I love that he decided to do this. I love that he thanked Stridham. Like, just this whole, him not being able to talk or understand modern humans, but his nature, his nurture, like, this is all, it's incredible. I love that Keisuke-sama put so much effort into each of these characters. Like, Pickle didn't have to be this deep. He didn't have to have so much depth in his character. He could have just been some savage caveman that was the epitome of strength that lost to technique. But that wasn't the case. He really made you feel for Pickle. I did not like watching him get beat up by Baki. Like, I was feeling for him. I wanted to jump in and help. Not that I would have been able to do anything. However, awesome several chapters of Baki, a couple chapters of Baki, son of Ogre. Please hit the thumbs up on this video if you enjoyed the video or like Baki manga. Share with your fellow otaku. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. If you have, thank you very much. Please try to share with at least one person. Let's try to continue growing the community. Please check the link in the description for the next video. It will also be on the screen very shortly, as well as the playlist if you're a new subscriber and would like to catch up. Please feel free to do so. Again, hit that thumbs up on this video, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and as always, otaku for life.